Okay, so we've added list of addresses to our JSON payload. And now when this HTTP post request is sent to /users, we have a method there that handles this HTTP request and takes this JSON object and converts it into a Java object. So let's go to that REST controller, and it's under source main Java. And we have a package that's called controllers. And here it is. And inside of this package, we have user controller that handles HTTP requests sent to /users. So let's look for a post mapping. Here's the method that handles HTTP post request to create a new user. And this method accepts a request body, which is mapped to UserDetailsRequestModel. So let's open this UserDetailsRequestModel and look at it. Here we have first name, last name, email, and password. And our JSON, these fields, first name, last name, email, password, are being mapped to these fields. So if we want list of addresses to be mapped to this class, we will need to add a new class field that will be used to store a list of those addresses. So I'll create a private field, and that's going to be list, and it will need to hold list of addresses. So I'll need to create a new class, and most likely I will call it address request model, like this. And I will call it addresses, like this. So let me encapsulate addresses and create getters and setters for this. So I will click to bring up menu and then go to source, generate getters and setters, select addresses, and choose the last method from this list so that getters and setters are inserted after the set password. Okay, and I'll scroll down to have a look. Yes, we have getter and setter for this field. Okay, so now we need to create this address request model, which will hold address details. So I will go to a package called model request that keeps all the request models. I'll need to create a new class here. So I'll go create a new class, and I'll call that class address request model, like this, and click on finish. So this address request model will be used to map the address details into this class. So I'll need to create a few fields: city, country, street name, and postal code. Let's do that. Okay, so I've created a few fields, and now I will format my code, and I will need to encapsulate these fields. So I'll go to source and generate getters and setters for it. I'll select all of them and click on OK. Let's format it again. Okay, so we have address request model, and now let's go to user details request model and fix these errors. So I'll click to import list and save this class. Okay, so now when this HTTP request is sent, we have our user details request model that will map the fields from user details part, first name, last name, email, and then it should be able to go deeper and map addresses to the address request model and have this list ready for us.